In the wake of the Las Vegas shooting that took the lives of 59 people, gunmen included, more questions are now being raised that have yet to be answered, as the official story now has more holes in it than a piece of Swiss cheese that's being used for target practice. There's a debate online as to whether or not multiple shooters were involved, as video evidence now appears to indicate that there were different guns being fired at the same time. A link to that video is located in the description below. Give it a listen and let me know what you think in the comments section below. But regardless of the unanswered questions, there's one fact that remains true. And Julian Assange of WikiLeaks, love him or hate him, was bang on when he tweeted the following. Almost all terror plots are created by the FBI as part of its business model. What is the business of the FBI? Extracting tax. What does it need to do that? A stable threat. Problem? Real terrorists are sporadic and make the FBI look weak. Solution? Make them. And he links to a Business Insider article titled, "The FBI is manufacturing terrorism cases on a greater scale than ever before." And it goes on to state how the FBI has ramped up its use of sting operations in terrorism cases, dispatching undercover agents to pose as jihadists and ensnare Americans suspected of backing ISIS, aka the Islamic State, Daesh, or ISIL. The article explains to the reader what we have been warning about for years here on this channel, and that is the fact that the CIA and the FBI, and even our Canadian counterpart, CSIS, the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, will often look for troubled individuals who are usually mentally unstable so that they can coerce them into carrying out acts of terrorism, or they'll foil the terror plot before they can do it and then pose as the heroes. When the Canadian government was caught doing this red-handed, we blew the lid off this story with our video breaking "Terrorist Cell Exposed as Canadian Government Operation," where we show how the Canada Day bombing plot couple was freed after a judge ruled that the police entrapped them. It's official. The Canadian government acts as a terrorist organization through the police and intelligence communities, and therefore, we as taxpayers are supporting true terrorism. The FBI was also involved in another Canadian terror plot involving a Via Rail train. And when I questioned the terror suspect's lawyer as to why on earth the FBI was involved in this Canadian case, here's what he had to say. I questioned the lawyer of the suspect and asked him whether or not his client was contacted or infiltrated by a CSIS informant. And I also asked him, why is it that the FBI are involved in this Canadian case?
The accusations are very serious. What evidence there is to support that remains to be seen.
He was monitored for the last year. Was there any contact during that time, or were there any CSIS informants who infiltrated the group?
Once again, I have no comment on the evidence.
Can you tell us why the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are involved?
I can't comment on that, and frankly, I don't know.
So even the lawyer of the suspect was unclear as to why the FBI was involved in this terrorism case, but now we know, and as we've proven, the FBI is in the business of creating terrorists through blackmail and coercion and various entrapment tactics that are designed to pin the blame on a political enemy through the use of a false flag attack. So knowing that the FBI is heavily involved in the Las Vegas shooting case and considering their track record, it is my opinion that if it does come out to be true and multiple shooters are officially confirmed, then the FBI is going to be suspect number one on my list. And unless we have what amounts to a full public inquiry that doesn't amount to the FBI investigating themselves, then we're just going to continue to lose our fundamental rights and freedoms as more of these manufactured terror events are going to come in the near future. So I want to leave you today with a link to a video that I made explaining how all this is done, called Conditioning Canadians for the War on Terror. And if you haven't seen this one yet, please take the time today to check it out. You can do so by clicking the link right here on the screen. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can do so by becoming a PFT patron at patreon.com/pressfortruth, or by donating at pressfortruth.ca/donate. So thanks for watching, my friends. Share this video if you found the information useful. Click on that like button and leave a comment. And stay tuned, my friends. We've got more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.